if you have a Lions fan in your life, I was talking to one yesterday. I was like, listen, you should be excited. You guys are going to the playoffs this year. They're so beaten down. They told me, no, we're excited every year. Aww. Maybe we go to the home opener, we travel, and it's to sell out all this. We just need to see it so we can believe it.
That's fair.
It's time to believe. We're golf and running. One pride, all of it. Restore the roar. You're in KC. You got those folks. The Chiefs getting their second banner in the Mahomes era, throwing that up there. But there's no Travis Kelce. And Andy Reid said it wasn't feeling right. It wasn't going to put him out there like that. The contract's not feeling right for Chris Jones, so he's not out there. What felt right was a fourth down fake punt inside their own 20 in the first quarter. They picked it up. Jalen Reeves Maven. That is so Maven. And then later, Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. This connection expects to be prolific this season. He got 6 grabs, 71 yards, and a touchdown for the Sun God. Mahomes not digging it, but that's fine because in the second quarter, Mahomes can do this with his own feet. Extend the play, extend the play. Rashee Rice. Somebody's got to be the red zone target if Travis Kelce's not out there. Rice cooking. 3 grabs, 29 yards, and a touchdown. Chiefs finding Blake Bell. This was a tremendous quick drive right before the half. Sidearm vintage Mahomes as Mahomes hooked up with 8 different receivers in the first half alone. Let's go to the third quarter. Kadarius Toney is catching a lot of strays on Twitter today, and that's good that he's catching something because he dropped that, and that's a pick 6 for Brian Branch the other way. Branch has a touchdown in his NFL debut. Mahomes is just the 3rd pick 6 in his NFL career, his first week 1 pick of his career. Goff, meanwhile, not turning the football over. 359 pass attempts without an interception, passing Tom Brady for the 3rd longest streak in NFL history. Finds Josh Reynolds there removing the chains. Then we got a new guy. Thanks, Chicago, for letting this guy loose. David Montgomery finds a hole. He's in. He found it. Pay dirt, and the Lions found a lead. They're trying to become just the 4th team in the Patrick Mahomes era to win at Arrowhead, entering the 4th quarter while trailing. But Mahomes is hitting his receiver in the hands. That is Toney, as in Stone Hands Toney. He had 3 drops last night. That's a Twitter thing. I didn't come up with that. Just regurgitating, disseminating the information. 4th and 25. Mahomes finding Sky Moore. Moore didn't have a great game either. Moore dropped that when they had to have it. And we're dancing in Detroit because to put it in the deep freeze is Montgomery. And the Lions continue to win close games on the road, proving last season's ending wasn't a fluke. Let's hear from Jared Goff, who got a road win to start his season.
Yeah, it's special. I think we're to the point now where we're built for environments like this, to go on the road to anywhere and go pull out a win. And even if it's ugly, it's a win, and we're happy about it. We just didn't play our best ball today. We kind of got away with one in some ways, but that's what good teams do.
It's unusual for us to drop that many passes anywhere, anytime. So we'll go back and work on that. That you got to take care of business, and these guys know that, and so we've got to fix that.
The Chiefs haven't had a game-changing wide receiver since they traded away Tyreek Hill before the start of last season. It wasn't a problem last season, though. I mean, they won the championship, and there were issues last night. Patrick Mahomes completing just 2 of 12 passes in the second half to receivers, and one of those incompletions was the drop that led to the pick 6 for the Lions. Ed Werder has more from Arrowhead with more on a struggling Chiefs offense.
It was a season-opening loss for Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and the next man up concept. Travis Kelce missed his first game with an injury since becoming a starter. The Chiefs were left with Mahomes and not much else, and that was not quite enough. The quarterback targeted 12 different receivers in the passing game, finding few of them dependable. Chiefs receivers dropped 4 passes, plus Kadarius Toney deflected one for a pick 6, and 3 of the drops came on 3rd down. That's the most in the Andy Reid era, and seemed to be where Kelce was missed the most.
The young guys know that we're not going to just kind of walk in and win the game. You're going to have to play good football. We're going to play every team's best shot. I've preached it to them all preseason, but they know now.
It's unusual for the guys that drop the ball to drop the ball, and that's not what I've seen from them, and I wouldn't expect them to do that. So if you do that, you take care of business there, and you'll be all right.
Mahomes completed just 46% of his passes thrown to wide receivers. This was the 35th time in his career he's thrown at least 20 passes to receivers in a game. It was his worst completion percentage in those 35 games. Mahomes now finds himself in an unfamiliar situation, heading into week 2 with an 0-1 record for the first time in his career. The message emanating from the losing locker room, according to Mahomes, was, quote, "Gotta be better." In Kansas City, I'm Ed Werder, ESPN.